Hello, 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 my people. Good day to you, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Whatever time zone you're listening to this, thank you for tuning in every single day to listen to me on Daily Mind Shift. My name is Michael Ojuola for Mindset Transformation Africa. And on today's episode, I want to talk about us using our head, all right? Let me just anchor today's episode straight on this statement. Use your head and don't let your mouth get ahead of your head today. Use your head and don't let your mouth get ahead of your head today. Now, that is one of those statements that sounds like something your grandfather might said on a very hot afternoon while sitting on his bench or his porch, sitting under a tree reading newspaper. Wise, direct, and full of lived experiences, all right? But don't let the casual rhythm fool you. This particular statement could save your life, could save you a relationship. So it could protect your career. I believe you, me, I'm telling you from experience, it could rewrite the outcome of a moment that seems small but ends up being a turning point for you, both good and bad. So let's just take a few minutes and slow this way down so that we'll be able to understand each other. The first thing I want you to know is that your mouth can move faster than your mind. Oh, believe me, I have experience in that. That's the obvious thing that I want you to start about, that I want us to talk about. The human mouth moves fast, too fast sometimes. The brain needs time to reason. The heart needs space to interpret. But you see that mouth of ours? You see that mouth? It can shoot off a response before your head even has a chance to check if it is wise, if it is needed, if it is helpful. Have you ever said something and immediately you thought, fuck it, I shouldn't have said that? Oh yeah, me too. And often, the regret doesn't come from what you meant. It comes from what you did not process before you spoke. Talking too quickly, especially in emotionally charged moments, puts you in a dangerous position. It is like pressing send on an email you did not reread. See, words don't come without an undo button. At least if you send an email, you can retrieve it. That, oh, I don't want to send this out. But when you've spoken some words, it does not come with an undo button. You cannot undo it. You can say sorry. You can explain yourself. You can even grow past it. But those words, they've landed. They've landed, and words can bruise deeper than fists can. So I've mastered that. I know that, and I've experienced that firsthand. Not every thought deserves an audience. It is important for us to make this clear. Thinking doesn't mean you need to say it. You're allowed to have private reactions. You're allowed to have inner frustrations, personal judgments. That is part of being human. But wisdom is in knowing when to speak and when to stay silent. Let me put it like this. Just because it is true doesn't mean it is timely. Just because it is funny doesn't mean it is appropriate. Just because you feel it strongly within your soul doesn't mean it should come out loudly. Self-control is not about being fake. It's about protecting your future from a present impulse. You don't get points for saying everything that you think. You only get points for saying what matters when it matters, how it should be said when it matters. That takes maturity. That takes patience. And that takes knowing how to let your head lead, not your mouth. See, your emotions don't always tell the whole truth. You need to remember that. And that is what gets us into trouble. It has got me into trouble in the past. Your emotions don't always tell the whole truth. Reacting from emotion without checking the facts gets us into trouble. You're angry, you say something, you're hurt, so you lash out, you feel attacked, so you fire back. But feelings are not facts. They are real, yes. They are valid, yes. But they are not always telling the whole story. Sometimes your emotion is reacting to a past wound, not the present situation. Sometimes your frustration is about what happened last week, not what is happening right now. And if your mouth jumps ahead of your mind, you won't give logic, your values, or your perspective time to catch up. It is like letting the smoke from the fire tell the story instead of the one who lit the match. See, you need to give your mind a chance to breathe. Let the moment cool before your mouth makes it hotter. Let the moment cool. Let me challenge this idea some people have, that being real or keeping it 100 means saying whatever is on your chest whenever you feel like it. I used to think like this, but I come to realize that that is not authenticity, all right? That is recklessness. Being honest is not a license to be harmful. You can speak the truth in a way that builds or a way that burns. Wisdom is knowing the difference between that. For example, you might be right about what your colleague did wrong. You might be correct about the mistake your partner made. You might be accurate in calling someone out. But did your tone cancel your truth? Did your delivery drown your message? Did your words come so fast that they skipped over empathy? People really remember your facts. Oh, believe me, I've been there. They remember how you made them feel. So the question is not just, am I right? It's more about, am I being responsible with what I know? So let your head decide, not your heat, not your emotions. Let your head and your mind decide. Some people think that staying quiet means you are passive, that if you don't speak up right away, you are afraid or you are unsure. But silence, when used wisely, is not weakness. Or silence is power. It gives you time to think. It gives other people time to calm down. It gives the truth room to rise to the top. See, when someone tries to provoke you, silence protects you. When someone is misunderstanding you, silence lets you assess the real issue. When a moment is getting tense, silence might be the reset button that you need. You don't have to respond to every word. You don't have to win every debate. You don't have to correct every accusation in real time. Sometimes the most mature thing you can say is nothing. Until your head has caught up, you don't say a word. Because words are seeds and they always grow into something. I think we often forget that words don't just vanish into the air after they are spoken. They stick, they settle, they bloom. Some words build bridges, others burn them. Some words become hugs, others become scars. What you say in 15 seconds can shape how someone sees themselves for the next 15 years. What you blot out in frustration might linger in a child's memory for a lifetime. What you rant about in traffic might change someone's entire day for the worse. So ask yourself, is what I'm about to say helpful? Is it necessary? Is it kind? Is it true? But also, is it timely? If your answer is shaky on any of those, I will advise you, wait for a little while. Don't let your mouth drag you where your mind is not ready to go. See, you don't owe everyone a reaction. And that is a freedom that I want to give you today. You are not required to respond to everything that offends you. That particular comment, let it go. That slight and disrespect, let it slide. Don't match it. Rise above it. See, your maturity is not measured by how many comebacks you have. It is measured by how often you choose peace instead. See, some people are looking for a reaction. Don't give it to them. Some people are more interested in conflict than clarity. Then let them keep it. Some situations are loud by nature. You don't need to add your volume to it. You need to remember that your energy is precious. Don't let your mouth become a leak in your peace. It is important for you to train your mouth to wait on your mind. Because every time your mouth gets ahead of your head, you are writing a check your future self may have to cash. Do you understand me? Let your words match your wisdom. See, the goal is not to just talk better, it is to be better. And the more you grow inwardly, the less your mouth needs to prove outwardly. Here's where we land today. You don't have to mute yourself. You don't have to play small. You don't have to tiptoe through life just to keep the peace. But you do need to think before you speak. Think. Before you vent, think. Before you clap back, think. Before you make that post, that reply, that comment, think. Use your head and don't let your mouth get ahead of your head.